Yep, thanks for the call, appreciate it. Yep, I totally agree with you, which is odd because I don't agree with a whole lot of people very often. So you must be very excited, thank you. At 8:21, 21 minutes now after 8 o'clock. It's a great week for me this week because I feel like I'm almost on vacation because of what happened last week. Got to tell you about it. The United Way corporate campaign, Leighton Broadcasting, happened. And it was one for the books, let me tell you. It was just outstanding. Got to tell you about some of the things that happened. First of all, if anybody's familiar with pace setters, there's a thing that the United Way does in central Minnesota, or has done it. They didn't do it for a couple of years, and they started again this year. And that was to have pace setters, which a handful of companies agree to do this, and they agree to run their campaigns early so that the rest of the community can kind of get an idea what the donations are like, what the campaigns are like, what the flavor of the whole fund drive is going to be for this year. And we've never done it at Leighton Broadcasting, and I thought, you know what, that would be really cool. I think Leighton Broadcasting should be a pace setter. A lot of pressure, but a lot of attention, too, on us. And, of course, me being the attention guy, it sounded like a lot of fun. United Way was asking for 5% more this year than last year. Understanding times are tough, so their goal was just, hey, if everybody can do 5% more than they did last year. And I thought about it, and I thought, you know what? I'll bet you we can do 25% more. So I promised 25% more when we set our goal. We'll do 25% more than we did last year, and we had a great campaign last year. But I thought, what the heck, let's put some pressure on. And so I went to their training. They do an annual training. They do 2 or 3 of them, actually, and so I've been to those in the past. It's a great refresher course. You learn some great ideas. You all share your stories from previous campaigns. And I came up with some awesome ideas, basically a brainstorming session. So I had about 10 or 15 things on my sheet of paper after I left there, and went to my committee that we had put together with Renee Mortensen from our business office, and also Kathy Carton, and also Kim Berg, who now heads up our new promo item company called Magnetic Spark, which she turned out to be just a key member on the committee, as they all did. But one of the things that I wanted to do was a chicken drop. So I did a thing at Raleigh's Rednecks, Longnecks, and Steakhouse where we got a chicken over the lunch hour, put a chicken in a cage, and we all made bets on what square that was gridded off kind of on the bottom of the cage, a grid of 32 squares, I think, and we all bet on what square we felt that the chicken would essentially relieve itself on. And lo and behold, we had such participation that we ran 2 of those contests over the lunch hour, and it got everybody thinking, what in the world is this campaign this year? This is awesome, this is exciting, and the United Way folks were there to help launch it, and everybody got the idea that this is a big deal being pace setters, and who else would do a chicken drop for lunch hour to launch the campaign? Something we've never done before, and probably nobody else has either.
First of all, I wanted to say thank you so much, Al and Bob, and all of the committee members, that kind of thing. Thank you so much for what you're doing, and you are a pace setter, and we're really excited because that means you're going to run this campaign, get it wrapped up, and we're going to be able to announce your numbers on September 15th at our annual meeting, so that's really cool. We really just, from the bottom of our heart, want to thank you for all that you do. You kind of keep taking up that creativity each year, and so this is really going to be one of the, you need to make sure that you submit for one of our best of awards around creativity and innovation, because I think this is just going to be knocking the community socks off.
It went really well. One of the other ideas that came up, and as I talked about these ideas with my committee, I watched their eyes to see how they were thinking and if anything turned them on. Well, one of the things that really turned everybody on was the Ya Sure Ya Betcha I Like Hot Dish contest then. Kind of a variant of the chili cook-off that we've had in the past. A lot of people do chili cook-offs. Well, we talked about it, and you know what? Nobody here really makes a good chili. How about a hot dish contest? So that was great. That was on Tuesday of our campaign. We did a hot dish contest over the lunch hour, and if you bought a wristband, a United Way wristband, you could actually get in for free and vote, and you could buy votes for $2 a piece, and anybody could enter. If you had a wristband, there was no entry fee. We ended up raising a whole bunch of money at that thing and had a great time. Of course, I, Dan the Ox Oxner, won the contest, but it was close. I guess I tied with somebody, but I still think I emerged victorious. I think it was rigged. But the hot dish contest was a great idea. The only problem is almost all of our on-air announcers are on some sort of a weight loss program. So unfortunately it became one of those, okay, we'll just let anybody in off the street type deals. But again, the United Way staff came over and they were great, and we all had a great time. So that raised a little bit of money, but it got the excitement going. That was the big thing, is the excitement. And it was all leading up to Fear Factor on Wednesday, which is something we've never done before, but Renee Mortensen from our committee just thought that would be a great idea. She took the lead on this, and it was awesome because we actually had a plate of worms and a goldfish in a glass. And the idea was that for a week, we had people all around the office put money into the pool for our 3 highest up bosses, if you will, John Sawada, Bob Leighton, and Denny Neese. And the person who had the most money essentially against them at the end of the time, when it was time for the Fear Factor, would have to eat the worms. Or they could match it by paying that much money, again, however much was bet against them, and then it would go to the person who had raised the second most amount of money. Then they could match it, and then would go to the third person. Well, as it turned out, literally thousands of dollars were raised to get our bosses to eat worms. I know it sounds crazy, but that's the case. What happened was all 3 of them paid off they matched their debt. They matched their fundraising. So we raised a bunch of money, but we needed somebody to eat the worms. So Pat Dotzler from our accounting office, he is our accounting office, was gracious enough to say, you know what, if everybody pays up for United Way, I'll eat the worms.
They were more than happy to show their appreciation for Denny being their rep all these years to donate $500.
For $180
No, yeah, I'll break my 870.
No way!
Yeah, I'll make my 870.
No way.
Yeah.
So is that your final?
Yeah, I'll write my check and then you gotta write yours or eat it.
No. Is that your final?
What do you mean? That's how much I owe.
Oh, you gonna raise it?
United Way 870.
I love it.
70.
Nice.
No,
Oh, that's a great shot.
100.
Because you're at 220.
You're at 220.
So you're now the next highest. So
Yeah,
if you pay 220, then John has to pay.
870
How much for the check?
Oh, that's all I gotta do?
No, he has to pay 870.
I'll borrow you 220, but at 1 o'clock you owe me 500.
Pat, can you do it on a payroll deduction?
Wait for it. Make sure nothing crawls out.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Are you ready? Go for it.
Okay, make sure that's.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, there's only 6 there.
Yeah, I ordered 7.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.